All right, welcome back. We're back in the kitchen here, 2021, as we continue on with some more nutritional information for you for our performance wellness team, for our PSA, through our community outreach programs, and just some general ideas for you guys to just be aware that prepping in the kitchen and cooking for yourself is just as rewarding and has much more nutritional value to you and to those you're serving than your fast food or your restaurant meals can be, based on the fact that you can control the amount of the salt and fat and the preservatives and things like that, all the extras that goes into a pre-made meal or a boxed meal or a fast food meal that you can avoid by doing it yourself. Here we had a request for one of my most widely requested meals that I have cooked for years and years and years. It's good if you're making it for yourself. You can make enough volume to have a lunch and a dinner, leftovers. It reheats really easy. Or in this case, we're gonna feed 6 guys, and we'll have enough to go around, and it's relatively inexpensive. We're gonna do chicken tacos, and we'll be able to go with either a burrito or a soft taco alternative. The nacho route, if you want to control your carbs, you can go with the taco salad combination, and it's all up to you. I've got a wonderful product here that I like to add to my Latin meals. Is the mojo is a marinade for chicken, fish, or pork. Goes very, very well. I know it doesn't look very appetizing, but it tastes really good. It's a citrus marinade. Of course, we're going to add in avocados. We've chosen chicken, which is our low-fat option versus ground beef. And then a couple of vegetables. We're going to do lettuce, tomato. Normally, you can do onion, garlic. Black beans is another good thing to add into this. You can put it right in with the meat mixture or have it on the side with rice. And then that way, like for my daughter who's a little picky, she doesn't like to eat meat. So I give her a black bean and rice option. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna brown the meat. I'm gonna chop up some vegetables, get our accessory or our kind of a buffet spread on what you want to add into the mix. And it's real simple. You brown the meat. We've added some low sodium taco seasoning. I probably won't use all of the seasoning because you can add a little cumin and a little crushed red pepper to give it a little more spice without having to use all of this, because even though this is low sodium, you're adding a bunch of salt content when you add these packaged flavorings. So with that in mind, we'll just be a little conservative with everything that we add in here, and we're gonna have a really tasty meal like everybody requests this one. So I'm gonna show you how to make it tonight. You can use lettuce, you can use spinach instead. Baby spinach is good, or your spring mix as your salad addition. And so that pretty much the options are wide open on the table. Anything you want to add into this, it's a taco bar. It's real simple. All right, let me get started and come back and join us in 2 and 2. Lettuce here for those who might want a salad or to add it to your taco or burrito. I picked iceberg tonight. It's a little bit cheaper, but you can do the spring mix. It's a popular choice. I also like to go just straight with the baby spinach. It's a little bit heartier, a little bit earthier flavor profile, but it gives you your leafy green you're looking for and has a much larger nutritional value. I don't know if you want to bring that over here or if you can see from where you're at, but what we've got, went ahead and got 3 packages of ground chicken. So they're about $5 a piece. I'm feeding 6 guys, and so cost was one of the concerns. So this yield for 6 guys, I'm gonna go with 1.5 packages of the seasoning. Normally for 1 pound of ground Chicken, you'll use 1 whole packet. I like to cut my packet usage back a little bit. I use some different seasonings to kick up the flavor, but I'm controlling the amount of sodium that I'm adding because most of these seasoning mixes is strictly sodium. So I cut that back a little bit. I'm gonna add just some extra cumin, which is a very proliferant. It's the most popular spice in your Latino mixes. And then I like to add just a little bit of spice. So some crushed red pepper goes a long way. And it adds a little extra flavor. So we're gonna mix that in. So normally, if you've ever made the taco mix at home, I've got a little bit of moisture from the meat cooking down in here that I can use to incorporate the seasoning mix. But once you start getting your meat browned, if you're using ground beef, you would drain off some of the fat. Chicken doesn't have nearly as much, so we can use some of that moisture, some of that fat back in here because it's a lean fat. Okay, as we get the mixture to combine, then I'm gonna add my marinade, which, like I said, is this mojo, this Goya brand of mojo, which is a very common Latino marinade. I'm mixing it up here. If you got a chance to take a look at this up close, it looks like dirty mop water, but it tastes really good. It's citrus based. It's got lemon, lime, a lot of herbs, garlic. And this is so small I can barely read it. But it goes with chicken, pork, and even beef, fish, lemon juices, garlic, and spices. So it's pretty simple stuff. It's real tasty. You can make your own if you wanted to. A lot of people do. But that's a good over-the-counter brand, and it's not too expensive. A little bit goes a long way. So that bottle I just bought will probably last us a couple of months of these dinners. Easy. All right, so we'll mix that in. Let that soak up that marinade and incorporate that seasoning mixture throughout all of our meat. So, as I said before, if you wanted to boost up your yield, throw a can or two of black beans in there. You can do some rice on the side, or if you prefer yellow rice, you could do that as well. And you're gonna have that much more to go around for your diners. I'm gonna cut up a couple of avocados. Today's avocados were a little bit on the firm side, so I wanna see what this meat looks like in here once we open this thing up. Again, you want this fruit, tends to be better when it's got a little bit of give to it. If it's too firm, nobody wants a crunchy avocado. And again, too soft, and it's more appropriate for going ahead and making guacamole with it. But this seems okay. We can work with this. So we'll cut this out. Just go for a little quick crisscross, and then we can use a spoon to pull this out of here. So I got my lettuce. I've already chopped up my tomato. We'll do that second avocado just like that. Scoop it out with a spoon, then I'll have that ready to go. We have cheeses, and this will be ready by our next break, so I'll be right back. All right, so like I said, it's a pretty quick put together meal for family or your guys at the station. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to build it. I chose to go the taco salad route, so like I said today, you can control your carbs this way a little bit better, but I'm gonna indulge myself a little bit. So I got my tortilla base. We'll go in with the greens on top of that. So I'm getting my salad mix. Then I'll step over here real quick and grab some of the chicken, ground chicken, seasoned ground chicken. It's so delicious. All right. So again, with this kind of option, you can gauge how much vegetable versus how much meat you're using to build. So I got my hot meat on there. We'll go ahead and put the cheese on so that it will melt a little bit. I continue building. Gonna add some avocado, which turns out that it wasn't. It could be a little more ripe, but it's not too bad. So I got my avocado in there, representing my good fats. Let's get some color, a little acidic, and some flavor. The tomatoes. I say you can keep building on this. I went with the full fat sour cream. You know, we've been in quarantine and whatnot for a little while, so yeah, everybody's splurging. But you could go with a low fat option. You could go with black olives. I like jalapenos. Sprinkle a little bit of that on there. And then I forgot one very important ingredient is your taco sauce, which, there we go. Finish it off. Just a little drizzle of the Valentina. And there you have it. Taco salad. We did it in less than a half an hour, less than $30, can feed 6 people. It's a healthier option versus going out and getting it, and it took about the same amount of time, and there are gonna be some happy faces and happy bellies in here. So again, get in the kitchen, be safe, watch your handles, watch your knives, watch your budget, and watch your bellies. Okay, so stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time.